Welcome to forextrading.com. It is 38 minutes after 2 a.m. and it is 15th December. Let's see what kind of important data we have here today on the market. Well, at 7:30 we got core CPI and we got tick long-term purchases. So those two will be important today for euro dollar and most probably currencies. I mean general the market. Let's take a look how the S&P 500 index is doing right now. We see here it has been double top made recently, but I can't see really sellers coming in after this reaching this double top. So we don't see actually new sellers coming into the market. Maybe some people took the profit. At this point we see medium or small red candles right now and the price is staying at the same level. So I'm not really sure about some kind of a bigger retracement. So we are in a super trend right now. We are having big buyers, strong demand at the this market, this index market. So I would rather say that it is more probable that we're gonna have some kind of small or a little bit bigger retracement. Market is gonna take a breath or just took it, and we will see further grow. So that's the probability in a very fast growing market. We're not really looking to places where we could go short. We are most of the time concentrated on the levels where we could go into the market, for example, like this level or next support resistance, when we could go long after some short sellout happen at the price chart. So I'm talking about waiting a little bit until we are sure the sellout is finished or is up to finish, and then go long into the market to take next bigger profit. For example, like the sellout would be a finish here, we could enter the market somewhere here when the market would tell us he's finished with retracement, and we could take a profit to the next support resistance and maybe even much more higher. Let's take a look at the currencies. The pound at 4-hour charts look like he's going to the downside. You see, he went through the channel through this resistance support and stopped on the last support resistance seen at 4-hour chart. So it is not quite sure if he's gonna make it. I mean, the long buyers will come into the market and the price will jump high aggressively, or the sellers will stay at the market. We will see in a few seconds in 30-minute chart that this part of the chart, real sellers came into the market and pushed the pound to the downside, which was also seen at 4-hour chart euro dollar. Well, euro dollar didn't went to the downside so aggressively, but it was seen that first of all we did some fake breakout to the upside, and the price retraced suddenly, and we seen a little drop later on during the day, and we have a publication of important data as well, but it didn't really change the market. Market already used those data probably before. I mean, the market did it move before, or didn't react for publications. So let's see 30-minute chart. I'm looking especially at the pound when the sellers came in after this short consolidation, and the going through the support resistance didn't make it. We see those shadows here, and the sellers came into the market for a while, and looks like a little or small continue. So right now I'm curious if the market is going to stop at this support resistance. You see this level right here is important support, and we are thinking about going short when it's going to break, or probably some people will go long when the market will jump a little bit higher. Right now I can't see any point to go long, for example, or there is no situation to come in short to the market. We would have to see strong sellers coming in if we are thinking about a short position at this market. At the euro dollar chart, situation seemed to be a little bit confusing because we seen strong demand yesterday in the morning, but it took a fake break and retraced a little bit. Some sellers came in, but not the strong kind of the sellers. We have some sellout during the day, and the market kind of stabilized and went through the Asian phase of going down a little bit. Those little candles usually are the Asian time, exactly like here happened. Market took a breath, consolidated at some level, small and medium candles, very small candles at the Asian time zone. So we are talking about the same kind of move, only it went down a little bit and it accelerated. So I'm not sure if we're gonna accelerate right now to the downside, or some strong buyers will come into the market. Right now it looks like the market would be going more to the downside, but we can't really be sure about that. I'm waiting for some important sellers or important buyers coming into the market. So right now we are in the situation where at 4-hour chart we could see, I'm not really sure if the market is moving to the downside to shoot aggressively with demand and take those support resistance to the upside and move higher and higher, or we did a fake break at this point. Market continue to drop right now based on the medium and big trend when we see where we see before. So both options are still possible. First one is that we are in a medium growing trend. This is this part right here. First wave and the second wave was here, and the second option is that we might still coming back to big and medium downtrend. So this situation with fake break doesn't really tell if it's first or the second option, but we have to stay impartial. We have to keep our eyes open. If the markets start to accelerate aggressively, like we could see it after opening European markets in 15 minutes, we could see acceleration here. If the market accelerate and we see more this kind of red, beautiful downtrend candles, we could say the last support resistance will be reached. I mean, this part of the move will be reached very soon, and we can have the situation when support resistance from last retracement or triangle pattern we see here at 4-hour chart can be broken, and the price chart could move very fast to the last support resistance to meet it and test it. Well, thank you very much for listening. I hope you have a good day of trading. Thank you.